Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Super Skin Essentials, where we learn, investigate, and determine the best ingredients, techniques, and products out there to help you look after and improve your skin. If you're new to my channel, greetings. My name is Gord, and I have dedicated this channel to bringing you the best current available information and research on all things skincare. I am a firm believer that skincare is self-care, and to build an effective daily skincare ritual can take some time and patience, but the efforts are so worth it when you see the results. If you haven't done so yet, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would consider subscribing so I can keep bringing you great content on how to achieve great skin. I welcome any comments or suggestions on topics that you might want to see in future videos. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. Exfoliation can be a game changer for your skin and an important part of your skincare ritual. If you would like to learn more about the hows and whys of exfoliation, please keep on watching. In my last episode, I introduced us to the second step of our simple daily skincare ritual, treatment. In that episode, I outlined that this stage of our skincare ritual has two parts. Part 1 was on serums last episode, and today's episode is part 2 on exfoliation. You can combine both a serum and an exfoliation stage together if you so choose. It's important to know that after you have completed your 60 count face wash, you would then go on with your exfoliation and then follow up with your serum. It's important to know the right steps here because you want to treat your skin properly so you can achieve the results you want. There is more than one way to exfoliate. There's the physical exfoliation and there's chemical exfoliation. And in order to understand this, I'd like to show you a diagram of the epidermis and the layers of our skin. Our skin, or epidermis, has 5 layers to it, and those newest skin cells are at the base of that, called the dermis. As these skin cells mature, they travel from the dermis through those layers to that outermost layer called the stratum corneum. Now, this tougher outer layer is very important because it protects our skin. It also helps for moisture from escaping. Exfoliation is a great way to take away those dead skin cells at the top of our epidermis in order to reveal that nice, new, fresh, younger looking skin. That's why exfoliation leaves your skin feeling so smooth and soft and healthy looking and a bit brighter. Nevertheless, be aware that you can over-exfoliate, which will take away too much of that protective barrier that helps to keep moisture from escaping. Over-exfoliation can leave your skin dry and sensitized and possibly with more problems like acne or irritation. Physical exfoliation, sometimes called mechanical or manual, is the process of physically removing dead skin cells when you use something like a facial scrub or polish or a mechanical tool like a Foreo, which I'll discuss later. Now, facial scrubs are effective but can be abrasive if you're not careful and choose the wrong product. For example, the dreaded St. Ives apricot scrub. Oh my god. Do not use that, it is horrific. Now, you may have heard some skincare YouTubers out there say that never to use a physical exfoliant because of their potential to being too abrasive or possibly damaging the skin. But I say that it really depends on your approach. A few physical methods of exfoliation deserve some attention and are products that I personally use and get great results to my skin. Not only that, but I just enjoy the experience of using them. Skincare is meant to be enjoyable, so if that means you enjoy using a facial scrub, I say go for it. Just remember that you want to be careful, go slow and steady, because as we all know, skincare is self-care. The exfoliators that you may be less familiar with are the chemical exfoliators. These are the ingredients in skincare products, usually acids, that break the bonds between the skin cells, which are the little bridges that keep the skin cells together, allowing you to wipe them away after you've washed the product off, although the exact method will depend on the specific ingredient. The most common of these acids, how I like to pronounce them, the AHAs, BAHAs, and PAHAs, The AHAs are the alpha hydroxy acids, or the AHAs, like lactic acid, glycolic acid, or mandelic acid. The BAHAs are the beta hydroxy acids, or BHAs, like salicylic acid. The PAHAs are the polyhydroxy acids, like the PHAs, like lactobionic acid or gluconolactone. Now, these acids can be formulated into a number of different products, like a medicated face wash for acne, or toners, essences, serums, or an at-home peel, combining one or more of these AHAs, BHAs, and PHAs. Now, just like serums, as I mentioned in my last episode, there is an acid for every kind of facial concern or skin condition. Similarly to serums, as I discussed in my last episode, there is an acid or chemical exfoliant for every skin condition or skin concern that you may have. Facial acids are no longer just seen in a medical clinic, but are in every major skincare product on shelves everywhere. The reality is that acids are very safe for at-home use, they're accessible, and not frightening at all. They work really well at dissolving those dead skin cells as well as oil, dirt, and bacteria to achieve a level of clean that you just simply cannot get with a facial cleanser and a washcloth. I always like to remind you that if you do have an underlying skincare condition or are unsure where to start, book an appointment with a dermatologist or a good esthetician. They can outline your options and help you develop a skincare ritual that will meet your individual goals and lifestyle. At least today, I'm going to help you get the exfoliant ball rolling. My offerings today will include 3 physical exfoliators and 3 chemical exfoliators. And as always, I will link the products in the description box below. Now, don't forget to watch right through to the end of today's video because, as I always like to do, I will be highlighting specific information on key ingredients to help you continue building your own personal skincare encyclopedia. So let's get started. First in the list for physical exfoliants is the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Polish. I mean, what a great name is that? Facial Radiance Polish. It really gives that feeling to me of like self-care. Anyway, this $25 facial polish contains a lot of amazing botanical ingredients like aloe leaf extract, licorice root, grapeseed oil, chrysanthemum extract, which are really great nourishing ingredients for the skin. It also contains shea butter, which I'm sure a lot of you have heard of. It's high in fatty acids and vitamins, which really help to soothe the skin, but also have anti-inflammatory and healing properties. This also has willow bark extract, which is normally seen more in Asian skincare products, but it's an amazing ingredient that actually contains salicylin, which is where salicylic acid is derived from. So this will help to clear your pores, remove those dead skin cells, as well as improve skin texture. Now, First Aid Beauty claims that you can use this every day and it is suitable for every skin type. But I want to just say that I would never use a physical exfoliant like this every single day. I mean, it's still a physical exfoliant. So I would suggest using it once or twice a week to see how your skin likes it. Even if it is gentle, go slow and steady. The other really cool thing about this product is that the exfoliating particles are biodegradable. So that means it's not going to harm the wildlife or the ecosystem, which cannot be said for a lot of facial scrubs out there that do not use this kind of R&D to make sure that their exfoliating product is not going to do any harm. It's very, very cool. I always suggest to just read your product ingredients to make sure, or do your research to make sure that the ingredients in the product aren't going to harm the ecosystem or wildlife. The next kind of physical exfoliator I would like to talk about today are face masks or clay masks. Face masks can be considered by some to be an unnecessary or a frivolent element of any skincare ritual. Well, I'm here to say nay to the soothsayers. I personally find that a face mask to be very therapeutic. It's a time that's truly for myself, and it also has a little pinch of pampering that ups my weekly skincare ritual to the next level. Also, with a face mask or a clay mask, you get immediate results to your complexion. There are two types of clay most commonly used in clay masks. Those are bentonite clay and kaolin clay. Now, these two natural ingredients found in our earth do a fantastic job at deeply cleansing our skin. Some people will use a clay mask for oily skin or acne breakouts by removing the toxins and oil from within the pores, while others, like myself, will use a clay mask for exfoliation because they do a great job at sloughing off those dead surface skin cells, and they can help to diminish the look of pores. Bentonite clay is derived from mineral-rich soil that was once ancient volcanic ash exposed to seawater, at which point it absorbed a hell of a lot of minerals. It is sourced from ancient seabeds across the globe that have now become dry land. For example, in Korea, France, and USA. This mineral-rich soil can include silica, magnesium, calcium, sodium, copper, iron, and potassium. The second most commonly used clay in clay masks is kaolin clay. Now, this comes from China in a village called Gaoling. In its purest form, it is bright white in color, but can also have a reddish hue, green, gray, or even yellow. Now, this color will depend on where it was sourced and the amount of iron oxide in the soil, for example, in China or Brazil or the USA. A really cool fact is that this is one of the most common occurring minerals on the planet. Now, people use kaolin clay for acne and breakouts, but it can also be used for people with sensitive skin because of its gentle nature. It's a really incredible ingredient. Hi everyone. Things might look a little bit different with lighting and whatnot. That's because I had to stop recording and come back much later. And this is much later, so hi. Anyway, today's second product comes from a Korean brand, and you know that I love Korean skincare. This is from the company Innisfree. It is their Super Volcanic Pore Mask 2 times. This is a winner of 22 Global Beauty Awards, and this $15 mask is a 6-in-1 product. It targets skin perfection, pore tightening, sebum control, dead skin cell exfoliation, deep cleansing, and skin complexion improvement. It is created from Jeju's volcanic lava flow, and it has volcanic clusters in it called volcanic scoria. Now, this lava flow contains an abundance of minerals and really rich nutrients. This mask will not only remove those dead skin cells and excess oil, but it will also work at tightening, purifying, and refreshing your pores. Now, it can be a bit drying, so it's always important to make sure that you give your skin a bit of extra moisture and hydration. So, for example, once you have rinsed this off with lukewarm water and pat dry your face, follow up with a nourishing serum like niacinamide and or squalane, and then of course lock everything in with a good occlusive moisturizer. And never forget your sunscreen. So the benefits of this, to summarize, are that it will tighten your pores, it will deeply cleanse, it will gently exfoliate, it will renew your skin, and clear away any of those pollution particles that have gathered on your skin through the day. The third and final product in this category for physical exfoliation is a device that I mentioned earlier and my tool of choice when it comes to beauty tech. That is the Foreo Luna 3. This Swedish company is now considered to be one of the most leading, foremost beauty tech companies in the world. They have locations in 75 countries, which is really impressive considering that they only opened in 2013 as a 2-person startup. One of the things that I love about the Foreo Luna 3 is its advanced sonic technology, or sound waves, that are used to invigorate the skin using next generation soft and supple silicone heads. It gives a level of clean that's very impressive and thorough without the worry of becoming sensitized from over scrubbing or heavy scrubbing. These pulsating silicone brush heads work on the skin where our hands or a washcloth just fall short. You also have the choice to choose a level of intensity depending on your skin needs that day. Also, you could use this every single day if you want without the worry of creating sensitivity. Not only that, but the Foreo is also very hypoallergenic. It's waterproof, so you can use it in the shower, and it's really easy to clean. So the overall benefits: it uses advanced sonic technology, soft and supple silicone brush heads. You get a healthy, deep cleanse of your skin. You can choose the level of intensity. They are very hypoallergenic and waterproof, and they're really easy to clean and maintain. What more could you ask for, right? The only other thing I guess I should bring up is the cost. The Foreo does lean on the little bit more of an expensive side, between about $150 and $200, but consider the fact that you do not have to replace brush heads every month or every 2 months, whatever some of those are. And when you charge it for the first time, this is pretty incredible. When you charge it for the very first time, that will last you for about 650 uses. That's over a year. That's really something. When you incorporate an exfoliation step into your skincare ritual, it's very important to maintain it regularly. Otherwise, the results will be inconsistent and the benefits to your skin will take that much longer to achieve or even notice. Start off by exfoliating once or twice a week, and I promise your skin will thank you. Now, let's talk about chemical exfoliants. My list of recommendations includes 3 amazing chemical exfoliants, one each for an AHA, a BHA, and a PHA. First on that list is a very accessible and affordable brand I'm sure many of you have heard of, and that's The Ordinary. This is their AHA 30%, BHA 2% peeling solution that comes in at a whopping $8. Oh my god, can't get better than that. This AHA 30% is comprised of glycolic acid, lactic acid, tartaric acid, and citric acid. The 2% BHA is salicylic acid. It also is formulated with Tasmanian pepperberry that helps to reduce irritation, a cross-polymer hyaluronic acid that will really help to alleviate dryness and help to hydrate the skin. And of course, at the end, we have the antioxidant-rich black carrot extract that will really do a good job at fighting that free radical damage. This peeling solution from The Ordinary offers a really good level of deep exfoliation, which helps to fight the signs of pore congestion. It improves skin texture and radiance, as well as reducing the look of fine lines and wrinkles. When I got this product just over a year ago, I was admittedly a little nervous because I'd never used anything like this before. And of course, with sort of sensitive skin, I had concerns about what may happen. Anyway, the results were really positive. Yes, I do get a little bit of tingling or mild stinging that lasts for about a minute, but as I say, no pain, no gain. I'm really amazed at my even skin tone, the radiance and younger look of my skin. There's really a big reduction in the look of my pores, as well as fine lines and wrinkles. This is really like a mild at-home chemical peel or resurfacing treatment. It really is amazing. So the overall benefits: it improves congestion, it evens out your skin tone and texture, it's at a perfect pH to exfoliate, it diminishes fine lines and wrinkles, there's no alcohol, parabens, sulfates, gluten or nuts, it's also cruelty-free and vegan. So how do we use this product? I always say, as I've mentioned before, to patch test on the inside of your forearm 24 hours before you use it. It's really important to know that this has to be applied to very dry skin. So once you have washed your face and patted dry your face, I suggest that you give about 15 to 20 seconds, allow the water to evaporate and sort of air dry, just so you've got a very clean canvas to begin with. This product comes with a little pipette. So what I do is I drop the product across my forehead, drop it across my cheeks. I don't touch the pipette to my skin because it's not hypoallergenic. But anyway, after I've got the product on, I just use a finger to gently work it over all of my face and my chin. Never get it near your eyes or your mouth because that's just it's asking for trouble. Anyway, also be concerned about bringing it down your neck. Your neck skin is very, very thin and it could cause a lot of irritation. So what I do personally, I do bring it down my jaw just to the top of my neck. And then I just let it sit. I put a timer on my phone for 10 minutes. And then when you go to rinse it off, this is also important. Just remember to use lukewarm or cool water and take your time to remove this over the sink. You don't want to get any of it dripping into your eyes, so just remove it gently while you take that product off. It's amazing what you'll see. You might even notice some, skin gunk in the sink when it rinses out of the sink. I just want to follow up with something I just said about rinsing it off. It's really important to note that when you use water on your face, never to use hot water. Now, I know some of you may think, well, hot water is going to clean my skin better. That's just not true. The important thing to remember is always to use cool to lukewarm water whenever doing anything with washing your face or any other procedures with your face. The reason for that is hot water will increase the amount of transepidermal water loss that our skin faces, and most of that happens actually at night, where we lose most of the water through our skin, and hot water just makes that worse. So just try to remember and do that when you're washing your face or rinsing anything off of your face. Also, I would suggest that you use this product only in the evening because if you use it in the daytime, it's really going to sensitize your skin. So use it in the PM, and then always make sure that you follow up with a really good nourishing serum like squalane or a very good occlusive moisturizer to lock everything in and really nourish your skin. Next up, I have an amazing BHA product from a great Korean brand. It's from CosRX. It is their BHA Blackhead Power Liquid. Now, fun fact, the CosRX name comes from two things, cosmetics plus RX, as in prescription. Just a little aside note for you there. Anywho, so what is a BHA? So BHAs clean pores by deeply penetrating to exfoliate trapped dead skin cells. Now, the amazing thing about BHAs is that they also have antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. Now, you've probably come across the most common of BHAs, which is salicylic acid, which are normally found in products for acne or like a acne face wash, or betaine salicylate. So betaine salicylate is like the less widely known powerful cousin to salicylic acid. And the great thing about betaine salicylate is that it uses time-released exfoliation, meaning that it will exfoliate the skin long after the product has been removed or evaporated. Other standout ingredients in this serum, or what some may call an essence, is willow bark water, sodium hyaluronate, and niacinamide, which all have moisturizing, anti-wrinkle, and skin brightening properties. It's also paraben-free. This $25 power liquid is really good at effectively penetrating the skin to clear out those clogged pores as well as rebuild its moisture shield. Now, this product is called a power liquid, not because it's going to burn or peel the skin, but because it will effectively exfoliate while still giving the skin a natural glow. This product is also really good to help prevent acne and blackheads. This brings us to tip of the day number 2. Drop the essence directly into the palm of your hand instead of into a cotton square. By using this method to apply the power liquid, it means that you will be putting the product right from your palm of your hand onto your skin. It won't be wasted in the cotton. And not only that, but you'll use less of the product in general. Most importantly, we should all be doing our part to prevent any unnecessary waste that just ends up in a landfill. The last chemical exfoliant and the last product of today is a PHA or polyhydroxy acid. Now, PHAs are not nearly as well known as the others, but they have become a lot more popular in the last year or so. One of the reasons this acid has become more popular is because it's more gentle on the skin. This is because it's got a larger molecular structure, which means it's not as sensitizing to the skin. Two common most PHAs are lactobionic acid and gluconolactone. Now, because of its larger molecular structure, this product will work much more on the outer surface layers of the skin rather than deeply penetrating into the skin like AHAs or BHAs. Now, dermatologists will often recommend to patients with sensitive skin a PHA because it is much more gentle even for those with rosacea or eczema. The PHA product I've chosen for you today is from the Inkey list. It is their PHA toner, which comes in at $11. The reason I chose a toner is because it's really easy to incorporate into your skincare ritual. Just remember to use your cleanser, then your toner, and follow with a serum. This is formulated with the very soothing aloe leaf juice, as well as glycerin to hydrate and a 3% niacinamide, which of course is going to improve the look of pores, diminish dullness, improve discoloration, as well as strengthen the skin barrier. It's also fragrance-free. This is a fluid, liquid-like consistency that you can apply like a serum into the palm of your hand or into a cotton square, depending on what you choose. It is also an amazing product that will absorb really quickly, and it doesn't leave that sticky residue. The PHA focus here is gluconolactone. That's also been cleverly formulated with a 3.68% pH level, which is ideal for skin exfoliation to occur. This brings us to our final tip of the day. When you're using a physical exfoliant or chemical exfoliant, take note of your skin. If it's red or irritated or otherwise angry, it's time to take a step back. With a physical exfoliant, you can always just use less pressure, or a chemical exfoliant, use a smaller amount of the product or use it less frequently. It's really important to remember, you can amp up the level of exfoliation, but it's really important to go slow and steady. You don't want to overdo it. Start by exfoliating just once or twice a week and see how your skin reacts. Because if you look after your skin will look after you. And as we all know, skincare is self-care. Let's watch today's roundup right now. I really hope that you've enjoyed today's video and taken away something valuable to incorporate into your daily skincare ritual. If so, give this video a thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it if you consider subscribing, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any upcoming episodes, and I'll see you guys in my next episode. Thanks a lot.